Hold on to your hats, everyone. Watches and Wonders 2024 is over, which means it's time to talk about some of the best and most iconic timepieces released this year. As expected, Rolex got a lot of attention, but sharing the front pages is its sister company Tudor and the all-new Black Bay collection for 2024. This year, Tudor went above and beyond, unleashing a treasure trove of timepieces that redefined what a dive watch can be. So let's take a look at what exactly they've achieved. Tudor is continuing to innovate and make a distinguished place for themselves in the industry. Most of us identify a Tudor watch with its subtle yet stylish accented hands, markers, and bezels, which contrast the beautiful coloring of the dial face and case. The previous Black Bay model in burgundy followed the same format, causing a stir among people for the amazing color scheme. This year, Tudor decided to drop that signature look in favor of a minimalistic, visually soothing monochrome watch. This is a lovely step towards broadening Tudor's horizons. It seems like they're not sticking to a mold, pumping out the same watch with slightly different variations each year. This Submariner-like timepiece is a testament to Tudor's focus on thinking outside the box. Having a piece like this in the catalogue appeals to enthusiasts who enjoy a much more subtle look that won't pop out to the average person without a closer look. Of course, Tudor didn't stop there. While the exterior may look unassuming to the naked eye, a lot is going on underneath that tests the limits of what's possible. First of all, the case houses the caliber MT5602U movement, which is METAS certified. Before we tell you what METAS is, it's important to mention that the little U at the end of the movement's name is there because it looks like a little magnet, referencing the awesome anti-magnetic qualities of this movement. The METAS certification, which is given by the Swiss Official Chronometer Testing Institute, or COSC, is given to watches that can sustain an extremely rigorous series of durability stress tests, which includes a test for anti-magnetism as well. The movement beats at 28,800 beats per hour, contains 25 joules, and has a massive 70-hour power reserve. The dimensions of the case include a 41mm, 50mm lug-to-lug measurement, 24mm lug width, and a thickness of 13.6mm. The box sapphire crystal dome covering the dial is a clever way to get such an incredibly thin case with such a powerful movement. The box allows the components of the movement to be placed closer to the top, leaving more space underneath and a much thinner case. Like the previous versions, the Black Bay is available with a 5-link bracelet, a 3-link bracelet, and a black rubber strap that seems to be a fan favorite. Overall, Tudor went all out with their flagship model this year, but the Black Bay hype train doesn't stop here. Though the monochrome Black Bay did enough to garner attention at Tudor's showcase for Watches and Wonders, it wasn't necessarily the star of the show. This year, Tudor has taken some inspiration from their brother company and added the Tudor twist to it. The Black Bay 58 GMT, with the GMT Masterlight Coke bezel, has people's eyes fixed on this gorgeous timepiece. First of all, it's important to note that Tudor has used a brand new in-house caliber MT5450U movement for this watch, which packs a lot of value in an unbelievably thin package. Beating at 28,800 beats per hour, with a 65-hour power reserve with 38 joules and an METAS certification, combined with a 200-meter water resistance, makes this watch well worth the money for a GMT. The Tudor Black Bay boasts a true GMT movement, perfect for jet setters. One hand displays your home time in 24-hour format, so you can set it and forget it. The other hand shows the local time zone, easily adjustable by jumping it forward or backward in single-hour increments. The outer bezel also offers 2 clever features. Track day and night at home by aligning the bezel indicator with a 24-hour hand, or simply click it to another time zone by the number of hours it differs from your local time. It's a truly versatile tool watch for the modern traveler. The new Black Bay features a 2-tone bezel with red and black sections, nicknamed the Coke bezel by enthusiasts. This bezel insert has a glossy finish for a more vibrant appearance. Additionally, the watch incorporates gilt accents and gold-colored metallic detailing on the hands and dial markers. This one's a bit smaller than the usual Black Bay models. We're talking 39mm compared to the typical 41mm. Inspired by some classic Rolex GMT masters, it's got a slightly shiny bezel and some fancy gold-like accents on the hands and markers. Here's the nitty-gritty. The case is 39mm wide and about 12.8mm thick. More importantly, the lug-to-lug width is 47.8mm, which is what really matters when it comes to how the watch sits on your wrist. Don't let the 39mm case size fool you though. The included strap is 20mm wide, so you can easily swap it out for some cool aftermarket options. The bezel clicks both ways in 60 increments for easy timekeeping, and the screw-down crown keeps things water-resistant up to 200 meters. This Black Bay 58 seems like a great choice for those who love the classic GMT style, with a slightly smaller and more modern feel. Now that we've talked about the main event of the show at the Tudor Showcase, it's important to make some honourable mentions of other watches that garnered some attention at the showcase. Remember the gold Black Bay 58 that debuted in 2021? Well, Tudor's given us even more options in 2024. While it originally only came with a leather strap, they've added a sleek gold bracelet to match the gold case and green dial bezel combo. This beauty still boasts the classic Black Bay 58 size, 39mm case, 12.7mm thick, and 47.8mm lug-to-lug width. The reliable MT5400 movement inside keeps perfect time and is COSC certified for accuracy. The price tag of $32,100 reflects the use of all that fancy gold, a bit steeper than most Tudors, but that's the price you pay for precious metals. The Tudor Clair de Rose collection welcomes new additions in 2024 with elegant blue dials. This new dial color comes in two variations, with or without sparkling diamonds. The case size options remain diverse, catering to various preferences, with sizes of 26mm, 30mm, and 34mm available. While the collection expands with these new color options, the core features stay consistent. The Tudor Clair de Rose continues to rely on mechanical, third-party calibers for its movements. There are two exciting takeaways from these new Tudor timepieces. First, the Black Bay 58 GMT is a game-changer. Its size, at 12.8mm thick, is a significant improvement in wearability compared to past Tudor GMTs. This could be a sign of things to come for future Tudor GMT models. The second highlight is the Black Bay Monochrome. While Tudor is known for pops of colour, the Monochrome takes a bold step with an all-black aesthetic. It's a new concept that caters to those who might prefer a more modern, streamlined look that still hints at vintage inspiration. Plus, the Monochrome utilizes Tudor's latest master chronometer certified movements, showcasing their commitment to technological advancement. Overall, the Black Bay 58 GMT and the Black Bay Monochrome are strong contenders to become new favorites among collectors. They might not be the first watches you think of, but they'll definitely be in the mix for those seeking a modern take on classic Tudor styles. Tudor is leading the game with their innovations in horological craftsmanship and engineering. Despite being so heavily associated with Rolex, they're gradually making themselves a completely separate entity with their own distinct style. With time, we see Tudor gaining even more traction, and maybe even slipping into the mainstream, given the fact they're much more affordable than a Rolex and look almost as luxurious.